I'd like to know, to be fair. In the off season, I honestly, it's probably the hardest I've worked in the off season in terms of getting fit and things. I come back feeling really fit, felt really good. Obviously, with that being announced before, I thought, he knows me, but I've got to make sure I'm fit and doing well when I come in. And then obviously made a few signings. I think he went a bit more experienced that summer, brought in a few more experienced players, and I don't know. You'd have to ask him, but in terms of me, I tried to do what I could, but after a few pre-season games, it was clear that I probably wasn't in his plans. So a bit disappointing, but that's football. At the end of the day, you got to just get on with it, and that's it, really, isn't it?
I find it bizarre that you weren't involved. Without trying to blow smoke up your backside, I just find it bizarre that in a team that was struggling as much as they were, the midfield wasn't exactly pulling up trees, that you weren't even coming off the bench at the start of that second season. What kind of character are you? Are you the kind of person who goes and bangs on the manager's door and asks, why am I not playing? Or were you just kind of trying to impress in training kind of thing?
Yeah, I definitely have conversations. I used to have conversations with Mickey. I'm not the type that would go in saying, why aren't I, shouting or anything, but I'd more do it from what do I need to do to get into your team. And I had a few conversations with Mickey over the time. And I actually spoke to Dorsey a couple of times. But yeah, it's just frustrating for me, obviously, when the team aren't doing great. I don't like to say it because it's easy on the sidelines. It's easy to say, I could do that. It's tough on the pitch, but when you're on the sidelines, it's easy. But you're always thinking, I feel like I could make a difference. I feel like I could maybe, help the team in some way, or even coming off the bench, I would have appreciated. I feel like I could have come off the bench, even if not starting, but didn't even come off the bench. And then for me, it was probably we had a EFL Trophy game against Fleetwood away, and obviously they are normally the times where you give your younger players or the players who aren't playing the chance to impress, and I didn't even get on in that game. So I think that was when I was kind of like, I'm probably not going to get any chances.
It must be doubly hard as well for someone of your age, because you can't go down and play reserve team football because there isn't any of it. It's not like when you're at Everton when there'd be an under 23 or under 21 squad to be involved in. There's literally no football that you can play. So there's no way that you can go out and put on a performance in that demands the manager's attention, if that makes sense.
100%. And obviously, training, you can try and impress and you try and do well in training, but it's never, unless you're doing really well in training, it's never going to really change anything drastically, especially when you're not even getting in the squad or on the bench. I think if you're in and around it and you're getting on and then you're also doing well in training, I think it's a bit different. You can kind of maybe get a start, or do you know what I mean, things like that. But yeah, when you're not even getting in the squad and things, it is difficult, and obviously mentally it's tough. You're doubting yourself as a footballer. You doubt yourself a lot. And yeah, it's tough. But
obviously, things were very tough on the field for Tranmere as well. They lost 6 out of 7 league games under Ian Dawes. We down at Colchester when the writing was very clearly on the wall after that defeat?
No, I wasn't. But obviously, I used to watch the games. I wanted the lads to do well. All teammates. So I always wanted the lads to win. But yeah, I wasn't down there or anything. But like you say, he lost his job. It's never nice to see anyone lose their job. But with the start we had, like you say, it's probably inevitable, really, wasn't it? But
what are you thinking at this point? Are you thinking, obviously, as you said, it's never nice to see someone lose their job, but are you thinking, new manager, fresh start, maybe a chance for me to push into the side as well?
Yeah, definitely. I definitely thought that at the time with Nigel coming in, and you're thinking, can I stake a claim? But I think in the position we were in, near the bottom, it's not a time to be developing young players or trying to give young players. It's about keeping the club in the league at the end of the day, and that's what he had to do. So I got a few games in the cups and stuff, but it's not. You want to be playing in the league, but at the end of the day, you had to keep the club in the league, and after that, it's probably hard for him. But yeah, that's when I went on loan and just wanted to go and play.